Salman. Mirpurkhaas has been playing on and on. They've been winning. Their combination is all set. Their senior players have been firing as well. But talking about Sukkur Patriots, third match, third captain. They are not sorted with their 11 as yet, and with not sorted with their captain as well.
Yes, things not looking great for them. Obviously, third captain in the 3 games that they are going to play today, the third one. I think it's not easy for the new guy to come in and take over. And also the playing 11, when you shift so much, it's not easy to execute your plans as well. So Yasir Shah, unfortunately, isn't fit to play. So I don't know what happened to him, some problem with his knee or something. The report will come out later. But I think for them, it is do or die. They've already, lost 2 opportunities, and this is their 3rd game. And also Shirjeel, Kamran Ghulam, someone of those 2, they have to play big. Because unless these 2 players make it big, it will be very difficult for their team to, remain in the competition.
But what went wrong with Saad Naseem? Because he was the highest scorer in the first match. But after that, we could not see Saad around the team at all.
Well, we haven't heard much. I do not know. An injury or a personal issue or something else, no idea at all. We haven't been given any info regarding that, but definitely experienced player, an informed player. He had a wonderful season in domestic this year. Unfortunately, for some reason, he's not there, so it's going to hurt them.
Nick, if every team, they have to play 5 matches. Sukkur has already lost their 2 matches they've played. Is it easy for a team to come back at this stage?
In these short format tournaments, I think it's very tough, but it's pretty clear. They've got to win. There's no bones about it. They've got to come in today. They've got to have a new attitude. They've got to show a little bit more positivity and conviction. You know, not just in hitting the boundaries, but in actually getting themselves out there and being more aggressive. And I think they've done the first thing right. They've won the toss, and we've seen in the surface, particularly in the day game, if you do get an opportunity to bowl first, most of the time it is easier to chase. So first things first, they've won the toss. That's all Shirjeel could have done for now. But he's a massive player, and I just hope he fires today, because you need the senior players to really come to the fore, particularly in these very important matches.
Yes, and when we talk about Karachi's weather, it's a bit warmer today. But talking about the pitch, how would the pitch behave today? How would the pitch react today? We are going over to the pitch report.
It's another beautiful day here at the National Bank Cricket Stadium, Karachi, and the pitch we are at is number 6, and I am going to give you the ZKB pitch report. And the pitch, it looks like an absolute belter. Anything, anywhere on the pitch does not make you look like that there's anything apart from runs and shots in this pitch. So it's the batters who have to take advantage of this beauty. There is no excuse for not scoring runs on the pitch like this. I think they should have a good time, provided that they are sensible, and I think a lot of applause for the groundsmen who prepare day in and day out beauties like this. And I think we had a good game yesterday, and there is no reason why that we shouldn't have a game like that played in the day.
So we are hoping for a good match, for a high scoring match, I must say, Salman.
Well, it depends how the batters go, because the pitch is there for, to play all your shots.
Pataha wicket that we
yes,
call.
that's particular. That's the word, pataha. That is the local word for a belter.
Yeah. What do we say, belter?
Belter,
Pataha.
yeah, pataha.
Pataha.
Yeah. I'm learning, huh? I'm learning.
Yes.
So I think it's up to the batters now, and I think it doesn't matter that much. It can't change that much that one team scores 120 and the other team gets it with 10 wickets in hand. It doesn't change that much. It's just some of those key moments where the batters have to realize that they have to keep going.
Yes.
We have seen teams get to 40 in 4 overs and then lose 2 or 3 wickets and lose the initiative.
Yeah, it's
and
the middle overs.
Yeah,
it's the middle overs that teams are not getting momentum.
Yes.
They're all getting a good start, and then suddenly things are slowing down, spinners are getting on top, wickets are being lost, and they're losing that momentum, and then there's a bit of a panic.
Yeah.
And so the innings is going up and then coming down, and no one's really managed to keep on the ascendancy.
But when we talk about Mirpurkhaas, who'd be batting now today, Umar Amin, he has been a responsible captain, and he has been performing for his team.
He's been performing for a number of years, and he's a man, even though we're not talking about it now, who I think Pakistan should seriously look at. He's an intelligent cricketer, he's a fantastic captain, and I think he's a really solid player. He's somebody you can depend on. on. And you can see the players are reveling off that. They are coming off his confidence. I mean, if he's not scoring runs, he's taking amazing catches. So he leads from the front. I really like him. But they've got a lot of good names there, haven't they? Umar Akmal, we haven't seen the best of him. We know how explosive he can be. So maybe it's his day today.
Maybe we're waiting for Umar Akmal's inning as well. But right now, both the captains are waiting with Ali Yunus for the toss.
Yes, time for 10Z toss. This is match number 8 of ZKB Sindh Premier League. I've got the two captains for Mirpurkhaas Tigers, Umar Amin and Sukkur Patriots. A brand new captain, Sharjeel Khan, Athar Lake, the match referee, all in readiness. And Sharjeel Khan is going to give it a spin. Let's do it.
Tails.
Tails is the call. Heads it is. Sukkur Patriots. Sharjeel, आसान डिसीजन है बॉलिंग करने का?
जी बिल्कुल, पहले दो मैच में जैसे देखा कि हमने पहले टॉस हार के दोनों मैच में पहले हमारी बैटिंग आई थी, तो आज टॉस जीते हैं तो कोशिश यही है कि हम पहले बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं।
कंडीशंस के बारे में अगर बताएंगे कि ज़्यादातर कैप्टन्स बॉलिंग ही कर रहे हैं, क्या खास वजह लग रही है आपको?
बिल्कुल, देखने में जो लग रहा है कि जो सेकंड टाइम की बैटिंग है वो थोड़ा सा उसमें बैट्समैन कंफर्टेबल नज़र आ रहे हैं, पहली बैटिंग से कंपेयर करें तो, इसलिए हम लोगों ने आज टॉस जीत के बॉलिंग की है पहले।
और यासिर शाह थे लास्ट टाइम टॉस पे, आज आप हैं, क्या चेंजेस है टीम में?
दो चेंजेस हैं और यासिर शाह फील्डिंग वेल नहीं कर रहे, तो इस वजह से यासिर शाह की जगह अली माजिद आए हैं और रोमान रईस की जगह रंधावा आए हैं।
दो मैचेस आप हार चुके हैं, अब शायद गलती की गुंजाइश नहीं है।
बिल्कुल नहीं है, कोशिश करेंगे इंशाल्लाह अच्छा मैच खेलें।
ऑल द बेस्ट शेड्यूल।
थैंक यू।
Umar Amin, the Mirpurkhaas Tiger captain, batting first, how do you see that as a decision?
I think the wicket today looks pretty firm, so I don't think that the toss should really matter with the sun out the way it's shining. I think it's going to be a good batting track.
Yeah, pitches have gone better and better as the matches have progressed. What is the good total that you're seeing on this pitch?
I think we'd like to target 170 plus on this wicket.
You played great cricket in this tournament. Anything still you want to improve on?
Yes, I think as a team we need to improve our fielding a bit. So that's the only thing that we were lacking. We did see a bit of glimpses in the previous game, but I think there's still room for improvement in that.
What is the team news?
We've got two changes today. We've got Faham ul Haq playing in for Faris Faisal, and then we've got Asim playing in for Fazil Rahman.
Go well, Umar Amin.
Thank you.
Right, the news from the toss is that Sharjeel Khan, the Sukkur Patriot captain, has won the toss and decided to bowl first.
So at last, Sukkur managed to win the toss because they did not win their tosses in both their matches and they had to bat first. Now they've opted to bowl first. Maybe that could change their luck.
Well, they've gone with the trend. They've gone with what others believe is, pitch gets easy as the time goes along. But I still believe that it is a good enough pitch. And with this batting lineup, you have Umar Amin, Umar Akmal, Asif Ali over there, Hasibullah just played for Pakistan, Danish Aziz had played for Pakistan, and then they have Faham ul Haq playing and their emerging player.
Yeah.
Sohail Khan is doing that well at the opening position. So I think this batting lineup should be okay to go. And maybe we can see that the team is batting first, wins the game today.
Just to change the trend, there should be a trend changer in that way, Nick. But talking about the depth of Mirpurkhaas, Salman explained it pretty well, that there is depth in their batting. Like I believe till number 6, you can see good batters coming in who can play good cricket.
Yeah, I just hope for the competition that the trend is bucked. It'd be nice to see a team that actually sets a total, perhaps goes on and wins. You don't want things to become too predictable. But Sharjeel Khan, I think when it comes to do or die, you see a different character from teams. You see whether teams are going to stand up, whether the senior players actually come out and take the game by the scruff of the neck. And that's what we want to see from Sukkur, because we want to see a rearguard action from them. We know the Mirpurkhaas are very strong. We know that they're going on a nice trajectory. But you look at that team, Sharjeel Khan, they've got Kamran Ghulam, Zishan Afraf. They've got some very good players who we haven't seen the best of yet.
Yes, we need to see Sukkur winning few matches so that we should have some competition on the points table. But talking about two big changes that Sukkur did, Yasir Shah, we know that he's not playing. Even Roman Reis is not playing. So two seniors are out from them.
Yes, today they've brought in Ali Majid. He is that leg spinner who bowls in the circle with the new ball. He has played for Peshawar Zalmi. He's relatively experienced in this format, playing different leagues, and he can be dangerous. He can pick up wickets because he attacks the stumps. So I think that is where... but the other team, they have 4 left-handers in the top 5. And this team does not have an off-spinner. So that matchup would not exist today. And this leg spinner and their left-arm spinner, they have to, perform well, and they cannot think about the matchups today. That is not the choice.
Yes, that is definitely not the choice. Talking about your choices now, which is your team tonight?
Beware the wounded animal. I'm going to go for Sukkur. I think they need a victory. I think desperation can bring out the best in people, and I always like going for the underdog. So come on, Sharjeel.
I like his explanation, but you see, I only have one choice left. When he takes one, the other team.
Yes, the Mirpurkhaas
Mirpurkhaas,
Tigers.
yeah.
But do you think, like, as a cricketer, do you think it matters when you're winning in a flow and you have that all that confidence of winning 2 matches, and then the lack of confidence that you are not able to even make your first 11?
Definitely that matters, but for some teams it is the trigger point as well, because their back is against the wall and they think what worst can come and they better go all out. And I think that is the mindset which Sharjeel and his team need to have today.
Yeah.
And otherwise they'll be done and dusted in this tournament.
Done and dusted in the tournament, but you have chosen Sukkur. Do you think it matters?
I think it does matter. I think it matters for everyone. You've got the owners of the teams, you've got coaches, you've got batting coaches. A lot of time and effort goes into these competitions and goes into the individuals in this team. So we've named some senior players there, but of course it's also about some of the up-and-coming players, the development players.
Yeah.
We want to see them perform. And it's not all about what you see in the middle. There's a lot going on around the hotels, the conversations,
Yes.
the young players absorbbing from these senior players. And
The
that's what's
grooming
fantastic.
every second, every
Absolutely.
minute.
Yeah. I'm
Exactly.
learning from Salman Butt every day.
Okay, and we are learning by
each other,
everyone from
every
each
day.
other. And yes, now it's time for the live action. So over to the Combox.
A warm welcome. Yes, it is the ZKB SPL match number 8. And we are live at the National Bank Stadium. And it is going to be Sukkur Patriots versus Mirpurkhaas Tigers. And that's the big game coming up. We do know that Sukkur Patriots, they need to win this. They're under a lot of pressure at the moment. And how would they perform here? How would they rise to the occasion? The 2 umpires coming out, and with me, of course, Ali Yunus. Very good afternoon to you, Ali.
A very good afternoon to you too, Roshan. A very important match, as you said. Sukkur Patriots needs to win this if they have to have their hopes alive in this tournament. A very important game for them. A new captain, new thinking, new planning, new strategies. With Sharjeel Khan opening, they made some good changes. They brought in Ali Majid Shah. I think he's got that X factor in him. Just bowl those quick leg spins. I think he will be a very key player for Sukkur in this game. So very important game in our hands.
I heard that. I mean, listening to the discussion pre-show, I heard that they have no off-spinner. They're bowling a leg spinner, they've got a left-arm spinner, the opponents have many left-handers. So now, that's a theory that is going to be tested. That you need that leg spinners and left-arm spinners can't bowl to left-handers.
Well, we normally don't have any off-spinners in Pakistan, especially in this format. So yes, maybe they're up against, as you said, lots of left-handers. But these modern-day cricketers, they adjust well, as the leg spinners also. Umar Amin, the captain and the opener, is in very good touch. This pair, I think, has been the most impressive opening pair of this league.
Absolutely. I like Umar Amin. Just look at that side. Sharjeel's captaining Sukkur Patriots this time, and that's third captain. What does that mean?
Yeah, they've got some injury problems. Yasir Shah was not feeling well just before the game, so they had to do this forced change. Sharjeel Khan coming in, Saad Naseem also captain, but they're a good side. That surprises me more. They've got some quality players in that. Sharjeel Khan, Kamran Ghulam, Khalid Usman, Zishan Ashraf, but they've just not been able to click together. That seems to be the problem. A very formidable Mirpurkhaas, Umar Amin, Nasibullah, Umar Akmal, lots of superstars. And keep your eye on Fahamul Haq. He's the son of Misbahul Haq. So we're really looking forward to see how he performs in this game.
Quite a few young men. We did see Abdul Razak's son, Ali Razak, and now Misbahul Haq's son, Umar Amin. He's been in very good touch. He's been good with the bat and on the field as well. Captained the side well. Sohail Khan, his partner, he's been in good form too. This pair of batters, they've taken the bowlers apart. Now, can they do it today? Been put into bat. Big test here. Teams winning the toss have absolutely no hesitation in bowling first. It's a theory here. Most captains believe they go with the flow. So can this be disproved? That's the big question. Only time will tell.
A good change as far as bowling is concerned. I think Ali Majid Shah, he'll give them that good required start. He bowled those quick leg spins. Got to be very careful because it doesn't turn the ball much. The ball straightens up. but he's got that pace behind him. So that's what I was saying, that they've got that X factor in bowling now.
Yeah, he'll slide on. Now that's the modern game. That's the modern bowler. You slide on. You see off spinners. You see left arm spinners. God, they've thrown that flight and guile out of the window. It's a completely different game. Nothing wrong in that. They've succeeded. And let's see how he does here. Slight hold up. A few adjustments made. Just wanting to make sure that the fielders are in the right place. At the moment, with the left-handers on strike, he's got a mid-wicket out on the boundary and long on out on the boundary. That's the thinking of the leg spinner, where they might look to hit with the turn.
But they would know Ali Majid Shah. They played cricket. Ali Majid Shah has been the part of Lahore Qalandar's side too. He won't turn the ball much, but this field setting suggests that he will turn it into the left-hander, because having long on and mid-wicket in place. But maybe they want Umar Amin to go towards that extra cover area.
Right. Ready for the first ball. Straight away. Fired in. Now he doesn't have a slip. At this stage, you'll be looking to try and get a wicket. Do you think as a captain you should bring in somebody close?
Definitely yes. And against Umar Amin, you would want to get him out early.
Dragged it down. Has a quick arm action. Tends to fire the ball in, and from that delivery point, it's a bit difficult to turn the leg break. As you said, he'll slide on. He might get that wrong and going.
He gets the turn, but not much. Just a little turn he might get. But he will be better against the right-handers. He's not much effective against the left-handers, but yes, be careful with those sliders. He will target those stumps and the pads. That's what he normally does, Ali Majid Shah. He's from South Punjab, the area called Kabirwala. Very talented player.
Interesting field. We'll come to that. Deep mid-wicket, long on out. Oh, goodness. That's the reason. That's a no ball. He's overstepped, but now I know why there is a mid-wicket and a long on. Because the right-handers will look to play him like an off-spinner.
Yeah, but bowling a no ball, being a spinner, that's a crime. You want to have a good start. You've been given the opportunity. You need to show discipline. You need to give the team a good start. They're struggling already. You cannot afford that.
I couldn't have agreed more. Well, he gets away with it. He's lucky, just a single, so it's not very costly. But I do agree. I just can't agree. I just can't believe that spinners could bowl no balls. I mean, Rangana Hera, just an example. He's bowled tons and tons. I don't think he's ever bowled a no ball, because it's in his. I mean, it's in his memory. In the muscle memory so much that you just go in, the exact point where your foot lands. And these spinners, they do so much of bowling, not just in games, but in the nets. So the chances of overstepping is minute.
Definitely, I totally agree with you. It's a crime being a spinner and bowling a no ball. But maybe he's playing his first game, then a little bit of nerves. He wants to do well, maybe trying too hard to impress the captain and everyone around. But he needs to learn quickly.
Appears that he's quite willing to bowl the wrong hand to the right-hander. He's been mixing it up a little bit to the left-hander, but to the right-hander so far, it's just been sliding on with the wrong hand.
That's what he does. Especially, he's very dangerous against the right-handers. Sometimes he hits the seam too. Be careful with that.
On the full, through extra cover for 4. So that spoils the over. End of the first one. Eight without loss. It was a good over, though there was a no ball, but that boundary spoiled it.
Yeah, just could not land. the delivery on that occasion, a full toss. Normally is a very tight ball within the stumps. But Bilawal Bhatti will start off the proceedings on the other end.
It's Umar Amin. He's looking good. He's actually looked good right throughout this series. He appears to be in very good touch. And even that shot, you saw him just leaning into it. It's hitting the sweet spot. So it tells you that he's sighting it well.
Yeah, he's been a tremendous performer over the years, especially in Pakistan domestic cricket. Scored runs and runs all the time. That surprises me even more that Pakistan cricket has not utilised him enough in national side when we've been struggling in those middle overs.
Down the ground. That's what we're talking about. He gets a boundary and does it in style.
That's the elegance that you associate with Umar Amin. Looks so pleasing on eyes. It's just the way he hits it, just times it and places it. Look at that, everything so sweet about that shot. Look at the balance also, the great swing of the bat and the placement. Every time he bats, just makes me think why Pakistan cricket has not utilised him enough. Why?
Oh, he dismissed it. What a shot. Talk about timing. That's gone the distance. That's 6.
Fabulous. Just can't hit it better than this. It was pitched up, use of the wrist. Umar Amin looks really good, and look at that. All the way. Touch player. He's such a wonderful player. And the sort of fitness that he has shown, the commitment level, the hunger is still there to score runs. Still hungry to perform for the team. I think such an excellent performer over the years, Umar Amin. We've all been praising him for his style, for his commitment level towards the cricket. It's just wonderful to see. Sharjeel Khan is worried. He's looked worried because they need to win this one, and they've given away 18 runs in just first 9 deliveries.
Now, take a look at this again. What a shot. What a shot. Those wrists. Such strong wrists. Dispatched it, dismissed it, deposited it. You can call it anything. It was so well done.
That concentration, eyes wide open. As you said, strong wrist. And the timing, the gift of timing that he has is just amazing, Roshan.
I couldn't have agreed more. And I do agree when you say that you're surprised that Pakistan hasn't really utilised him. I'm surprised too. I mean, looking at the way he's batting, okay, this is not bowling that is going to set the world on fire. But still, when you see a player doing what he's doing, you can assume, his quality. And he's scoring runs and he's dominating. He's looking good. That's a wide down the leg side. Now don't throw it away, Umar Amin. We've spoken a lot about you.
And this man on the right, we've been talking about his quality too, Umar Akmal. But he has been disappointing. He's been given the opportunity. He's come in at stages when the team needed it and he's given it away. As you just were mentioning about Umar Amin, just don't give it away. Here's some player who's given it away most of the times.
Honestly, I've been disappointed with him in a positive way. Not in a negative way, but in a positive way. That's because he's got so much potential, and when you underachieve, that's a wide full toss. I think he missed out. He was just reaching for it. He was looking. He should have opened the bat a little bit. He was playing it with the most straight bat, and that's why he found that man at extra cover.
Yeah, that's what he normally does. Plays with the straight bat. But he was angry at himself. As you said, he could have just angled it. He thought that it was a boundary delivery. Full toss outside the off stump. You don't really get them with the new ball these days.
And you don't have anybody behind those fielders on the offside. Nicely done. Nicely done. That should be 4. That's pure timing. This man is all about timing. There is no power that he goes for, but it's all timing. Another magnificent shot. You call it lazy elegance.
And he's showing the world that it can be done by playing proper cricketing shots. Have a look at that. Just a jab, just a punch off the back foot. and the placement. As you said, he's got that timing. So good on eyes. Very good batter.
I'll take away the word lazy and I'll say elegance. Sensible batting. This is good batting. See, this is what I really like to see. That is, you get boundaries and then you start using the single too. 24 without loss, 2 done. Sukkur Patriots been put into bat, 24 without loss. Mirpurkhaas had no hesitation. And Sukkur Patriot, I beg your pardon, is bowling with Mirpurkhaas been put into bat. Sukkur had absolutely no hesitation in bowling first. 2 overs gone, 24 without loss. Ali Majid oh, what happens here? He was running into bowl and then Umar Amin pulls out. So still those men on the leg side, boundary, long on and deep mid wicket. Oh, was there a chance? Was there a chance? I think I heard a sound. I certainly heard a sound.
Yes, maybe. And the way Ali Majid reacted suggests maybe an under edge. Maybe, which we're not maybe sure. But Zishan Ashraf, the wicketkeeper batter.
Now we talk about wicket keepers. How crucial can that catch be? I mean, that's why I believe you need specialist keepers. You need to have specialists for each job. Is he a specialist wicketkeeper?
He's not really a specialist, but he's been doing wicket-keeping for a few years now. He's been the wicket-keeper for Multan Sultans also, for his local region in South Punjab. He plays his first-class cricket last 3 years. He's been wicket-keeping, but not really a proper wicket-keeper.
Down the ground. See, he's getting away with this, Ali Majid, because he bowls it quickly. He's bowled a few short deliveries, but he rushes the batter.
Talking about the wicket keepers again, Roshan, it's just, I've never agreed with that, having a non-specialist wicket keeper just to utilize him as a batter. Ramin will just steal in singles. So yes, I totally agree when you say that you just cannot afford it. One drop chance, somebody like Umar Amin, he scores 100, even if now Zishan Ashraf scores those quick 60s or 70s, it's going to cost them if Umar Amin gets runs. So it's very important to have a specialist wicketkeeper. Have a look at that again. No position. He was not even looking at the ball.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about wicketkeeper's techniques, you talk about rising with the bounce, you talk about the gloves, you talk about the movement. So much about wicketkeeping. Now the short one. In the gap, there should be 4. This outfield is quick. Ali Majid has bowled a few bad deliveries. He's got away with some. But this time he's been properly punished.
Excellent shot. Sohail Khan has been very impressive. Look at that. Just waited enough. The ball to turn. Maybe a better effort was required from the captain. Although it was hit in the gap. It was just pushed in the gap. Placement was perfect. So yeah, not much Sharjeel Khan could do here. He'll get a boundary. Ali Majid Shah will have to get his act together because a lot relies on him.
Again, 4. That time width and the length was right. 3 overs done. It's 35 without loss.
Oh, they all loved it. And why not? This pair has been the most impressive pair of this league. Umar Amin and Sohail, the guy from the local Sindhi guy. He's been scoring runs in all the games that they've played. And Umar Amin, we know what he's capable of. He's a quality player, leading from the front, captaining the side. They've got Umar Akmal and the 6-hitter Asif Ali still to come. Danish Aziz, Fahmul Haq, son of Misbahul Haq, Shahab also, and Hasibullah also. They've got plenty of batters in their lineup.
See, this is a massive bonus. That is, I'm talking about Sohail being an emerging player and doing what he's doing. I mean, we've seen some of the emerging players a little bit out of depth playing here.
Definitely. And when you look around, any team that has a good emerging player or a local Sindhi player, they'll do well because they adjust with those top 4 players. Normally we see the teams have got 4 quality players who played international cricket. So if you can merge them and complement them with your performance, I think that's what matters. And that is why Mirpurkhaas are on top.
Right, Sukkur having a problem here. They're going for runs. This is Imran. I know Amin is looking so solid. Just playing it with that full face of the bat. Nice stride out. Timing looks good. So that has a familiar look.
Yeah, he's the younger brother of Shahnawaz Dhani. Very similar to him. But we've been talking about the quality of Umar Amin. I think every time I see him, I've been repeating it again and again. Oh, was in the air. And that was a chance. Maybe just a little opportunity was there.
Yeah, just a bit uppish on the bounce. But he was safe. See, talking about, I was telling you that there was a familiar face, right? And talking about that familiar face, I thought I saw Dhani at breakfast, but it was not him. It was the brother, and he was kind enough to wish me good morning, and I thought it was Dhani. I thought it was the elder brother. They look alike. They look so much alike. Mahmood, that is.
Yeah, lovely boys, both of them. Look at that. He's played his first game. He's dropped in the second one, and now not even this game.
Bit camera shy, is he?
Unlike his brother, who loves the camera, Shahnawaz Dhani, loves those fan followings too.
36 without loss. Still halfway into the 4th over. Sohail and Umar Amin just complementing each other with their stroke play. Oh, edge and 4. It was not intentional. That front foot didn't go anywhere. Just pushed from where he was. But it was a yawning gap.
Yeah, when you're brave, luck is definitely on your side too. Sohail has shown the courage. Just clearing his leg, wanted to go straight. That's the trouble as a captain. You cannot have a slip because you're giving away so many runs. You have to defend runs too. So you cannot afford a slip to, otherwise it might have gone straight to that first slip. There's lots of problem. Mirpurkhaas are running away with the show. They're already 40. We're not done with 4 overs yet, your Roshan. They're in trouble.
Now, quick single. We've seen a pattern develop. Teams generally, when they get to the 40, and they do it quite quickly, that's where sometimes things starts to go wrong. Now we got to keep a close eye here. How will Mirpurkhaas, how would they react? They're so far looking good. 41 without loss and going at almost 12 runs and over. The captain's leading from the front, 20 off 14. Sohail matching him, 19 off 10. Short fine leg, short third, but 2 men on the leg side boundary. That's the area they're concerned about. Sukkur. That's where he gets it. They'll be happy with 1. 42 without loss, 4 overs done.
Back live, 42 for no loss, Mirpurkhaas Tigers. And this pair continuing their good form. And this one is pulled away. And the fielder will get it back. Just the one to Umar Amin, who has looked good once again. And so has Sohail. And what a bonus it is to have a youngster, an emerging player, you know, play well in all the games. He's again 19 of 10 and he's matching Umar Amin's shot to shot, which is great to see. Credit to the ZKB Sindh Premier League, which has given a platform to so many youngsters, so many local Sindhi boys, where they can come and showcase their talents. And indeed, that is the way to go. That is the whole purpose of this platform. And this one a bit deceptive, and this is Zishan Ashraf on your screens, and with me is the great man Sikandar Bakht. Welcome, Sikandar.
Good afternoon, Salman, and good afternoon to all our viewers. Another day, another exciting day lined up. Match 8 of the Sindh Premier League, and now the tournament is shaping up in terms of the points table. Now we know who's heading where. And good to see that some of the teams who are searching for a win, like Karachi Ghazis, who got one today, so they're still in contention for those playoffs. And the final on the 5th. And that's a nice shot. He's controlled that so well, the shorter delivery, and he's bisected the two boundary riders on the onside. That's extremely well done. He's just played right in the center of the two fielders and didn't even have time to cut it off because it was timed so well.
Yes, a wonderfully controlled roll of the wrist right in the gap, and so many things to be impressed about Sohail. He's a young player, young Sindhi local, playing in the emerging category, and he has matched the other experienced opener, Umar Amin, shot to shot. He's a tall lad, and pull comes so naturally to him.
Benazirabad and Sukkur Patriots will be searching for their first win so that they can get amongst points. Finding the fielder there. We've seen some additions coming in. Iftikhar Ahmed played his first game yesterday. Bilawal Bhatti was included in the side. Osama Mir featured in his first game of the Sindh Premier League. And there's so many other talents who are sitting the bench. Huraira is sitting out there. Yeah, Qasim Akram is also yet to get a game. Bismillah Khan. You're right about Mohammad Sohail Khan. He's been very impressive up the order. And Umar Amin, the right man to be alongside him, helps him play with sensibility. And that is what is important. Now, they're making few changes on the onside. They've placed a deep mid-wicket and a deep square leg. And the short fine is now standing at the 30-yard marker.
Yes, and with this field, Bilawal cannot afford to bowl outside the off stump. And as expected, a shorter one, top-edged and just over the fine leg fielder. Lucky this time, Sohail. I think it was pace-off short ball and it did not arrive. So Sohail was deceived, but lucky for him, the top edge went over the short fine leg. And this good partnership continues.
I don't know why Bilawal Bhatti is angry with that fielder at short fine, because he's right at the edge of the 30-yard marker. He can't go any further back. It was always going over him. Maybe he wanted him to time his jump, but it just happens so quickly. When you're standing at short third or short fine, the ball comes flying at you.
More of a frustrated look on his face rather than asking the fielder to do the extraordinary or the impossible. And this one has been flicked again in the gap. That is a beautiful stroke on the legs this time and is not spared by Sohail, who is looking $1 million. He goes to 31 of 15, playing at a strike rate of 200. And what a start. 5 overs gone, 55 for no loss. So we have a bit of info about Mohammad Sohail, and he was part of the second 11 teams a couple of years ago with the Sindh side. Didn't get a chance to play, but when he got his chance, it's the ZKB SPL that provided this platform for so many youngsters like Sohail to come and showcase their talents. And hasn't he grabbed this opportunity with both his hands? And he's making sure that he displays his skills and he catches eyeballs. There's a replacement draft for PSL today, and hopefully he gets a big one and maximizes his chances of catching an eye of some of the franchises in the PSL.
Yeah, also important that the players individually or through managers register themselves in that list of 400-500 players to be picked. 56 for no loss. Still in the power play. So the two men outside are still the boundary riders on the onside. Deep backward square leg, deep mid wicket. Another new pitch being used. So in all, we've seen 5 pitches being used. This is the 5th one. This is a fresh one. Number 6. Somewhat very near to the center. The 2 pitches in the center are the ones with the Australian soil. They've been preparing that for a couple of months now. The darker ones where the non-striker is standing on your screen. They're fairly dark in color with larger cracks, and once this is operational, it'll be interesting to see what kind of bounce and carry it generates and how it holds itself up in during the summers. Slower one on that occasion. Just a mere push. He's just looked so impressive, Sohail. He's playing every ball to its merit. He's not trying to be proving something to his captain or to the ones who are viewing. He's playing with the balls to merit. He's controlling his shots well, and he hasn't played anything that would be rash.
It's been a great start. Usually the teams start to falter when they reach 40 plus, and that is where in most games the wickets have fallen. But these two are getting through that period very sensibly and also maintaining a very healthy run rate. So what I like about this partnership is they're not going overboard with the aggression. They're playing sensibly, maintaining the run rate and playing good cricket strokes. And Umar Amin looks to go over mid-on, but he doesn't get under the ball. I think it rushed onto him. So this is a pretty decent first 4 deliveries from Imran, who hasn't given much away. Only 9 of his over and 4 balls. Decent bowling that from Imran, and here is a look at the pitch that we are playing on today. It's the pitch number 6, and it's alongside the pitch which has been made up of the Australian soil. So the one we are playing on, the business area, it looks an absolute belter over there. The one we call Pataha in the local language. And the batters, they can play their shots, hit through the line. We haven't seen a ball hold up or spin or anything like that so far. We are still in the power play, 1 ball to go, and it's 57 for no loss. Umar Amin and Sohail, the 2 in-form players, continuing their good form and giving their side a good start.
One bounce to the fielder, single to end the power play. 6 overs gone, it's 58 for no loss. Signal for the power play coming to an end, and that brings in spin. Khalid Usman will operate from this pavilion end. Power play highlights some really good stroke play from the two openers, Umar Amin and Mohammad Suhail Khan. And they've just played with absolute ease, calculated risks taken where required, and nice placements, good timings. There was an opportunity there from the keeper's gloves. Didn't come about their way. He's just played such good cricket. Yes, there have been maybe lucky moments. One short fine leg had an opportunity. But otherwise, it has looked an innings of control.
A lot of purpose of a platform like this is to develop players, and we talk about emerging cricketers, and when we talk about development, modern day cricket, the in-favor keepers, the regular keepers are those who can bat well. But what we are seeing here, teams opt for batters who can just keep a bit, but they can hurt the team, you know, not taking the easy chances and not having the technique to keep. And when they drop a chance of a person like Umar Amin, who is in top form, if he gets a big score here and the team gets to 180 or 200, then there will be a lot of pressure on Zishan in this case to give something back to his team, because he's given him an opportunity which should have been a regulation take, but he was in no position. He wasn't even looking at the ball. If you can have a look at the replay after this ball. We'll come back to that. Meanwhile, it's going to be a couple of runs. That's good aggressive running, and the throw hits the batter. Now, I hope everything is good. Yes, seems pretty much okay. I mean, just pushing this in the gap between mid-on and mid-wicket. Good call there by Suhail. The youngster is running well. He's aggressive. Confidence flowing even in his running.
Again, well done in the field, well done in the deep, and again a couple of runs. It's all the art of placement, isn't it? Finding those gaps and making sure those twos are gettable.
Once again, well bowled this, and Umar Amin is being sensible. He's taken a couple of twos and now the one, and both the batters making sure that there are no dramas. They can continue with this good start that they've given their team. And I think this is the way to go if they want to score over 170. And I think that should be a good score to defend in a day game. But if they can prolong this partnership, who knows, they can even get more runs. This pitch is looking better than all the pitches that we have played on so far. 7 bowled, 65 for no loss, Mirpurkhaas.
Nothing in the wickets column. Bilawal has been expensive. Tournament moving forward, the Sindh Premier League today being the 29th, and up to the 1st you'll have the round games, double headers, and then starting from the 2nd of February you'll have the qualifiers and eliminators. Are you a fan of playoffs or are you a fan of semi-finals? Why I ask this question is, recently in the World Cup you see a side winning all the games and one bad day and you're out of the tournament. What playoffs allow is a second chance to a topmost team. Under-19 World Cup is taking place, but they're doing semi-finals.
Yes, that's pretty much been the pattern since these World Cup competitions started. But definitely having playoffs is not a bad idea. Imagine a team winning all of their games and just having one odd bad day, and that should not be the day to decide their fate, which has been the case for years now. And there is no harm in going for the playoffs. It just gives that extra bit to a team which has done well over a month's time, and just as one bad day, 7 or 8 hours of bad cricket can, you know. And this is the catch we spoke about. Look at him. He's not even looking at the ball while taking catch, and he's up so early. So no technique there. Any regular keeper would have taken this catch so easily, and this might cost them. Meanwhile, the singles continue, and they're just milking them around and taking the odd boundary. The current run rate is 9.31, and I think these teams need to think that even if they want to play the regular keepers, that is the only way to develop them as good batters as well.
Nice shot. He's got a bit of hand to it, so he's taken some pace off that shot. A single. Yeah, it's been a debate. Pakistan has a few wicketkeepers in their circuit who are looking to get themselves in. Hasibullah, he's been, of course, looking to get himself a place. Rohail Nazir has been around in the circuit for a while. Then Mohammad Haris, he's been being carried by the national side in the shorter format. He's also been featured in the A side for quite a bit. In fact, he was the captain. But when it comes to these leagues, you don't see these boys regularly with the gloves. Hasibullah, yes, you can say that.
Very well bowled, very well bowled.
5 balls, 4 singles only, so this is a very good over from Riaz, and I'm sure both the batters, they will want to finish it off with a boundary. I think that this would be the first over in the innings where the boundary hasn't come, and but he's just been pushing it, just straight shooters, and this one has been pulled in the gap, and as I said, he'll be looking for the boundary, and he got the opportunity, and he did not spare that. 8 gone, 73 for no loss.
Not a happy stage when they win the toss, ball first, and gave away 73 runs in 8 overs with 9.12 the current run rate. Sohail and Umar Amin just running away with the show, 35 and 36 both. Oh, ball aim. Khalid Usman bowled it slow, kept low, wanted to go big towards onside. Just knocks him over.
Oh, the commentator's curse. Talking about how well these two have been doing, and he plays all round a straight one. I'm going to bowl it straight. You can swing and I'll hit. So that ends a really good opening partnership from Sohail Khan. He played a really avid part there, 35 from 23. He's bowled by Khalid. It's 73 for 1.
Right, Nick Compton, this is something you will be interested in. This is our typical Karachi Nihari, very, very delicious.
Not sure that's going to do wonders for my stomach right now, but it does look like an experience worth happening. Some great pictures. And the culture. I'm waiting. So much talk about getting into the streets of Karachi, and I'm sitting in the hotel. Just wonderful to be in Pakistan. It's always really, oh, that looks yummy, huh?
Absolutely, very yummy. Special Karachi Nihari, the beef Nihari they call it. You eat it with roti or naan, Kashmiri roti also. Just amazing. As Umar Akmal walks in. Important inning for him. He hasn't been scoring runs in this tournament. He's got the starts, 9s and 10s, but hasn't made it big in this league so far.
Pretty handy player to come in that first drop. 8 overs in. This is his situation. It's made for him. The field is spread. Something not to his liking behind the bowler, so you'll have to reload that one. But they've made a very good starter, a very good example of how to go about these day games. The two openers, just talking about that partnership, of course, Umar Amin has really led from the front, hasn't he? Not trying to overhit the ball Not trying to go too hard. He knows that a 150 score will be good enough.
Oi! Very well bowled, very well bowled.
Very good bowling. Khalid Usman, very experienced man.
Shaji,
At
ready
one
rana,
wicket.
ready rana dono.
It's the variation in the pace that he utilizes it. Very good with that.
Easy,
Again,
Shajil bhai.
straight to the man.
Khalid bahut ala,
Really
Khalid
good
bahut
bowling.
ala.
They need a good spell from Khalid Usman. And already doing well. One wicket, just given away 7 runs. If you can get this man out, Umar Akmal. Oh, that turned. That turned. We haven't seen that. Yeah, the smile is that all about that it did turn.
Ek ho gaya ye wala.
It's already a very good pitch, but this turn, Nick, look at that, just there. Got him confused, wanted to play towards onside.
Yes, nice bowling. Really nice bowling. Got the wicket. Fantastic over. 8 runs from it. Got the wicket. And it's 74 for 1.
आजा सलमान भाई इधर आजा
Economy, look at that, 14.50 from the very experienced Bilawal Bhatti.
Ek aur idhar aayega.
Ali Majid Shah also very expensive, gave away 19 runs. Just 1 wicket for Khalid Usman coming into the previous over as Ali Majid Shah is back. He's bowled those quick deliveries. It will be interesting to see how he bowls to Umar Akmal and how he reacts to it, because he doesn't turn the ball much. Quick arm action.
Shaji.
Will be interesting to see him. Nick?
Yeah, absolutely. They've done the right thing here. A little bit of spin on. Variety.
Shabash, shabash, shabash.
So the left armour followed by a mixed bag of tricks. I like this. I like this move. And this is the time when they need to pounce. They've taken a wicket. They've put a halt to what was an outstanding opening partnership. Umar Amin, experienced man, he'll want to see this innings through. He knows that it's absolutely crucial that he gets to the 15th, 16th over and gives the Mirpurkhaas a nice platform.
Shaji, abhi.
Umar Akmal, it doesn't always take a long time to get in. I'm sure we'll see some big shots from him. But I hope he gets himself in and gives himself a good platform to go from there. All the cameras, got outstanding footage around the ground. This one swatted away and he's found the gap. He doesn't miss out, does Umar Amin.
Shabash.
That was a poor delivery.
Bad bowler.
Now Ali Majid Shah continues to be expensive. It's not working for him. A lot is expected, but that length again, shorter side, it's easy pickings. It's going to hit you all day if you keep on bowling at that length. Umar Amin has the skill and the quality of putting these sort of deliveries away every time. So Ali Majid Shah is on this side in place of Yasir Shah. Look at that again. Beautiful. What timing. What elegance. Umar Amin as he moves to 41. You were talking about Umar Akmal. He's been there for 6 deliveries. The only issue that I see is he's not been able to take those singles early on in the inning. He's not been able to rotate the strike. That's why he puts that pressure on himself. And then he has to hit up.
And that's where it's important that you talk to your partner and you have a good understanding and you say, look, I want to get myself in here. I need to get a couple of singles, get the body moving. There's plenty of space out there. It's a nice looking shot. He's such a free-flowing player, isn't he? When he gets himself set, he's somebody that has been dangerous and inflicted a lot of wounds on many of the bowling attacks around the world. It's great to see him passing on his knowledge, you know, and having a guy with that sort of experience playing in the tournament, giving some credibility to a tournament that's really heating up now. Players are finding form. It's nice to watch the timing of Umar Amin. I have such a high rating for this player. I've watched him in a few tournaments now, and I just think he's of an age where he's playing some of his best cricket. Very rarely does he miss out. That's the halfway point, 83 for 1.
45 आयो.
Just one wicket for Khalid Usman. Other bowlers have struggled, give away runs and not been able to take wickets. It's 83 for 1 after 10. They need more wickets. They need Khalid Usman probably. I think that's where Khalid Usman needs to talk to Ali Majid Shah, because he's bowling at a great pace. He's mixing it up. Oh, that was in the air. That's what I'm saying. He's mixing it up with that pace. And that is very important, because this pitch is a pelter.
Yeah, taking pace off it. Very, very wise. We know that Umar Akmal loves the pace coming on. And he goes big. Oh, the kitchen sink. We were sitting up here talking about how long will it take before he comes down the wicket and bends that back. It was actually there, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what he's probably thinking, that he missed out on that. Came down the track. No, this is not the one, but this one. Just waited enough, but just could not get that connection. Khalid Usman is a very smart bowler.
Very well bowled,
Good
Khalid.
cricket.
Very well
I
bowled.
think
Very
he
well
tried to
bowled.
hit it up to the commentary box here, instead of just watching it onto the middle of the bat and getting a well-timed 4 to open his account. So Umar Amin continues in a calm and assured manner, of which we've come to know. Khalid doing an excellent job. He's picked up that important wicket of Sohail, the opener.
Very well bowled, Khalid.
Again,
Very well
excellent
bowled.
bowling, enticing Umar Akmal down the wicket.
Yeah, that's the key, the pace and where you pitch it up, which length you bowl at. And so far, so good for Khalid Usman. Only given away 11 runs. He's connected that well and played it all the way. Fantastic hit. Umar Amin brings up his 50, yet another one. Leading from the front, the captain of Mirpurkhaas, making it count. This opportunity is grabbing it. Just a super inning.
Well played, skipper. He's done it again. He's everywhere. Can't stop a good man, can you? What a shot that is. A fantastic way to go to your 50. Take a bow, Umar Amin. Is this his day? Can he get 100? Can he get a really big score? I'd love to see him go on and capitalize on this fantastic start.
Again went for it. Inside edge. Oh, cannot do that. Oh, that's poor. Very ordinary cricket by Sukkur Patriots. They just given away quite cheap runs. Just went through the legs of the fielder. Ends the over with that poor effort. It's 96 for 1. Sohail, the only man out, looked good for his 35. Umar Akmal is on 5, but it's the captain himself, Umar Amin, leading from the front. Another good score. 54 is still there. Danish Aziz, Asif Ali, Faham ul Haq. Those 3 can bat. And Hasibullah. So they've got some quality batters still to come. I'm sure they will be eyeing to get to 100, at least 100 more runs in the 9 overs. Umar Akmal, if he stays, definitely they will get to that 200 mark maybe. And with him is Umar Amin. As we see the change in bowling, Mohammad Riaz gave away 8 runs, replacing Ali Majid Shah. That's it. Could not quite place it. This will be interesting how Umar Akmal now operates. He's seen the ball for 11 to 10 deliveries. Just keep on rotating the strike. Just stay there. Maybe last 5 overs, you can just go after the bowling.
Yeah, this is the period we've talked about throughout the tournament. Players not really grabbing the impetus, building on the foundations and ticking it over, giving themselves that platform. Lovely shot again. It's pure timing. Goodness me, that's a good shot, isn't it? Wasn't quite there. And just watch how he delays his hands. just at that last split second, he just delays his hands, knows he's not at the pitch, and just uses that wonderful bat and the pure timing. It is as pure as you'll see.
Make it look so easy. Look at that. As you said, just timed it from the middle of the bat. Super. Umar Amin looking really good. As you said, can he get to that 100? Can we see the first 100 of the league? He's got enough time, enough deliveries left to do it. Oh wow. Placement. Look to get two. No, not getting this time.
Yeah, it looks like a complete player. Really does understand the conditions. He understands the bowling he's playing, his options. And it takes time. You know, we shouldn't judge cricketers in the ages of the 20s. You know, when the player gets to the age of 30, that's when you want to judge them, because they've learned, they've made their mistakes. Ah, unlucky. Couldn't thread it through the gap there. You could see what he was trying to do. Yeah, he's disappointed, isn't he? Approaching the 12th, into the 12th, 104 for 1. Great foundation. This one's thumped through the offside. I think he will pick up 4, and he does. So he has a second chance, has it? Mirpurkhaas opens his boundary account.
He just forced it. Hit it hard through the gap. We've been talking about his talent, his skill. Just doesn't get any better than this. Hope this will get him going, give him that confidence which is required. He's been struggling, but this is a good shot. Good cricket. 2 is the call. He's running hard for the first one. No, Umar Amin is not entrusted. He's not really entrusted. This is good cricket by Umar Akmal. 12 overs gone. 109 for 1.
When you look at Mirpurkhaas, that's not bad. The dots, number of dots, just 26. I like to see those singles and twos, always boundaries. 109 for 1 of 12 is a very solid foundation. Now, can they build on this? That is the question. We've seen teams falter, but this team, thankfully, they have not faltered. They're threatening. They're promising. Umar, 11 of 14, that is Umar Akmal. Umar Amin, by contrast, 61 of 36, and he's moving well. Ali Majid hasn't had a good outing today. Unfortunate, a catch missed off him, but he'll be disappointed with himself the way he's bowled. Caught a few short deliveries. Hello, Salman.
Hello, Roshan, and this has been well, he wanted to go over long on for a 6, but he only managed to go straight down the throat of a fielder over there, Khalid Usman, who's a very safe hand. And once again, Umar Akmal fails to fulfill the promise. And Mirpurkhaas lose their second wicket. And it's Ali Majid who's finally broken through. Imagine that catch, had that been taken. Umar Amin is on 60 plus runs. And that catch, when it was dropped, he was under 10. So catches are important, and Umar Akmal, well, he has to go. 109 for 2.
Another look. I think he's fine behind that crease, but look at the point of release and look at where he's looking to go. There's a wide gap between long on and mid-wicket, and he somehow picks the fielder. He'll be kicking himself, because I know that he appeared to be doing that hard work. He was trying to settle in, and he just takes that slow walk back. 11 of 15, it's 109 for 2. Right, it's time now for the strategic timeout.
थोड़ा सा और एक दो कदम ऊपर है ना शाबाश शाहजी
Right, we're ready now. Ali Majid has redeemed himself with that wicket of Umar Akmal. And the new batter gets off the mark.
one ball
But a lot will depend on the captain, Umar Amin, who's going well. Asif Ali is the new batter. He can hit a long ball. He's a striker.
Yes, and he's also someone who cannot resist the temptation to not go big for long. So it's very, very important for Umar Amin and his team that he bats till the end and allows the others the freedom that they can play around him, because he's just been the lone horse in at least 2 of the innings now and needs to carry on. Well driven down the ground in the gap, well timed, but the fielder Khalid Usman, he's also quick and he'll just keep that to 1.
Asif Ali is coming at a good time because it's a solid foundation. 111 for 2.
शाबाश शाहजी
Fielders under pressure. Sukkur wants wickets and they want to get into the game quickly.
इजी घूमेगी
And another single. So he'll utilize a few deliveries, I think, to try and settle in. And if he could get in, then it could be mayhem for Sukkur, because I've seen him. He's such a destructive batter. Umar Amin on the other side. Now this is Umar Akmal. He was aiming to go over long on and eventually holding out. Pretty unfortunate.
well ball शाहजी
Turning out to be a good over. Ali Majid,
बॉल अच्छा
he's got a wicket and then he's just conceded singles, and look at that disappointment. He knows that he's lost another opportunity. Umar Akmal That slow walk back. Into the last ball of the over. Asif Ali, the man on strike, 2 of 2. Umar Amin has been good, isn't he? 63 of 38. Again, that stayed down. He was looking for that big wind up. It stayed down. A good spell by Ali Majid. Came back very strongly in that last over. It's 114 for 2.
So that's an indication. So whenever he is next, we just become different. He just keeps paying us so many compliments. But that will not keep you away from this. You want to give him compliments. We need to return.
Ready, stand by. Stand by. चलाओ. इधर आएंगे या उधर लेना है? संजीत भाई इधर आएंगे उधर आएंगे? शाजी इधर आना जरा. बस शाजी.
So it's Riaz. He's gone for 21 of 2 without picking up a wicket. And Asif Ali can be really brutal against off spinners, and he goes after him straight away. It doesn't connect. So this will be a dot ball, but I'm sure Asif Ali, his mouth would be watering seeing an off spinner bowl to him and on such a good batting track. I'm sure he's going to take his chances.
Oh, that's been pushed through quicker. Now, interesting field. He's got Sharjeel, the captain, right at the edge of the 30-yard circle. And then 3 men on the leg side boundary. You spoke about how good he is against off spin. Let's take a look at this. That's Karachi for you. Now that's easy. That is easy. No rush at all. Peg down short. Over square leg for 6.
Well, that is what Asif Ali would have wished for. Him to walk in on such a belter, and then an off spinner being given the ball to come and have a ball at Asif Ali, who will, I don't think he's going to spare anything that is short or full. He is a dangerous customer, and this is something that he would have wished for, and he's got it. So he has 3 balls, you know, so he can attack him as soon as he sees a ball in his zone, and this one is a wide. So these 3 balls will be a test of temperament for Riaz. We all know that Asif Ali, if he connects, no boundary is big enough.
3 balls to go. This time gets off strike and Riaz will be relieved. That previous delivery that went for a wide, Asif Ali was giving himself room and Riaz followed him. And Asif Ali was smart to get inside the line. With anything outside the leg stump, he's a wide. So into the 14th over. This is a very, very good performance, I must say, by Mirpurkhaas. Been put into bat. Hit back firmly. And that's gone for 4. It was upish. For a moment I thought there was a chance. Not to be, the timing was good. And it raced to the boundary.
Well, we talk about youngsters, we talk about the platform. Certainly, the ZKB Sindh Premier League is a platform where Umar Amin is just relaunching himself. What a knock he's playing and what form he has struck in this tournament. He's got 68 of 40 deliveries. He's captaining the team well, and it's 127 for 2 at the end of 14.
This is the city of Karachi. And this is what the drone provides. And just look at what distance the drone could show you. It's a great city. And the largest in Pakistan, I presume. Karachi. So much of history. And so much of cricketing history. Some of the big names that have emerged from here.
Yes, culturally a very rich city. One of the biggest in Pakistan and definitely the most populated. And of course, a place where so many legends belong, so much cricket history, the Muhammad's family, the Rashid family, the Asian Breadman, and Javed Miadad, all those heroes, all those guys who've been an inspiration to generations of Pakistan cricket. And I believe this ground, the National Bank Stadium, Karachi, is a place where all that history took place, and all of these greats, they displayed their skills over here for Pakistan and won them so much to cherish in Karachi. As Mazhar will come on and he will try to pick up a wicket, because unless that happens, I don't see this flow of runs stopping.
The captain's on strike. Little chip on the leg side. They'll want two here, but they'll be happy with one. Just back on Karachi and the National Bank Stadium, I just went and read that board. I did see some massive names, big names, names of legends. But what really interested me was when that first test match was played. I think it was in the early 50s. So it's about 70 years going back. So that's the kind of history this ground holds. And I'm not surprised that Karachi has produced some outstanding talent, because Asif Ali is taken. What a catch! That is a brilliant catch. He made it look easy. He thumped it. You need to take a look at that catch again. It was so good.
Spoke about Khalid Usman being one of the top fielders, and he showed us why. He just moved to his left and made it look so easy. The ball was travelling. Could have been a flat six, but off the slow one, he just stood its place, timed it, and Khalid Usman timing his jump to perfection and taking it like it was no big deal. Once again, a batter who can hit big shows us that it's lack of intelligence, playing where the fielder is. When you can go big, you must target the gaps. And another loss of wicket, and that makes Umar Amin's job that more important to stay out there. 128 for 3.
So 128 for 3. That's a look at the ground from outside and from a fairly tall height. That's what the drone does. The addition of the drone has been magnificent. Asifullah is off the mark, working it behind, through mid-wicket. So Mazhar, another emerging player. He's come in, he's got a wicket early, he's bowled to the likes of Umar Amin, Asif Ali. He's not been overawed, he's got a wicket.
Yes, he's bowled intelligently. He knew that the batters were looking for pace and the pitch is very good. So change of pace. It was a slow one on which he got the wicket of Asif Ali, and he has been using it. See, once again, slow one and pitching it far away from the batter. So that slowness in the pace and bounce, lack of bounce, doesn't make it any easy for even the set Umar Amin.
Yeah, this is a skill. This is Asif Ali. This catch, he made it look easy. He was on the boundary. He just made sure that jump was important. He got that height, so he covered it well. There you are, you could see that. That's a wide. Just getting back to the slower balls that are being used. Another look before that, another slower delivery. He was looking to thump it. He's a powerful striker, Asif Ali. And made it look easy.
I think it is absolutely important to combine power with brains as well, because only power, you have to be, get all the elevation far from the fielder and everything, but these opportunities don't come every day. You can't just aim to clear the fielders, and this one, Hasibullah is gone, he's dragged it on, and it's Mazhar, the emerging player, bringing Sukkur back in the game, and this is a big wicket in context of the game. Now they have lost 2 in the same over, and now it's 131 for 4.
The only saving grace, I'll tell you, for Mirpur is that the captain's there. Pace off the ball, looking to run it down, hardly arrived off an under edge. So he's dismissed two batters close to each other. So Sukkur is back again. And they're living in hope. Hasibullah goes for one. Mirpur are 131 for 4. (131 for 4). So Mirpurkhaas just been jolted a little bit after they were looking good, but still that run rate's good. Over 9. Danish Aziz is the new batter. But the captain, he needs to take this side. He needs to bat deep. He's still got the over to complete. The young emerging player. Look at his figures, 2 for 4. 1 ball to go for Maza. That's a wide. That's a poor first delivery.
Well, he has been successful on both occasions with the slow one. And this one again, lack of bounce. He is not a very tall customer and doesn't have great pace. So there's always going to be a chance that he's not going to get much bounce. So I wonder what compelled Hasibullah to play this sort of a stroke. I think he's just been lazy on this ball. Could have had it, hit it anywhere in front and rotated the strike. But he opted for a shot which isn't a high percentage stroke to such pace. 15 gone, 133 for 4.
For 4. Now that run rate is just under 9, but that's not a worry. As long as Umar Amin's there, he's made 70 of 42. Danish is on 1. So we'll have some off spin. Oh, what was he trying to do? He was looking to try and hit it square on the offside. That didn't turn, but it came back a bit.
Once again, I'd like to go back and, talk about Umar Akmal, Asif Ali and now Danish. They just arrived and they're playing shots which are low percentage on this track. They need to just, take their time for 5 or 10 balls, and meanwhile Umar Amin is the man in form, hitting the boundaries and the sixes, and he has been their leading run scorer and by far the best batter in this competition. Just need to be sensible. They can get to 170, but if they keep losing wickets, then they'll lose the initiative. And see this one again, it has been crunched down the ground, and this is the power of Umar Amin and the kind of form that he is in. Even the ball wasn't even pitched close to him, but still he managed that power, and it was great balance while he was executing this shot.
Yeah, he needs to be on strike. He needs to take the majority of strike because he's in such good touch. Just manages to hit it exactly where he wants it. He had the option of hitting it on the leg side, but he picked it right between long off and long on. The timing was good. This outfield is fast, and that has now forced the captain to have them fine. And a single down to long on. So that shot has widened a large gap, that existing gap between extra cover and long off, deep extra cover and long off. Long off was made to go finer, and now the gap, now the fielders move a little bit more squarer. Riaz has gone for plenty here. This time a dot.
Once again, Danish tries to cut it and denies the rotation of strike, and Umar Amin the strike. It's 139, and it's just that common sense has to prevail while you're batting.
wants a single. He'll get the single quickly. But a good over. Just 7 off it. It's 140 for 4, 16 done.
$140 for 4 overs to go. Umar Amin still out there, the captain 75. I see Bulla out for 1. It's just a little concerned about the number he's batting on. He's a genuine opener. Maximum have it at 3. That's way down the leg side. It's off the radar. Pushing him down to 5, I'm not really sure if that's going to extract the desired results that they're expecting.
I suppose everyone's putting their hand up to get in the top 3. The best time to bat. All coming on. But my word, hasn't Umar Amin batted beautifully? Not always easy conditions. No batsman really mastering these day games. But he's made it look easy. And he's doing exactly what his team needs. He's got to the 16th over. And he's still in. It's been a perfect foil for those coming in, allowing them to pick up the singles here and there, and he's got the boundaries when they've needed. So there's a really good platform here to get the 180 mark, 170.
Catch it as the cover, won't be any near to that fielder at long on. He keeps batting like that, Nick. We might see the first 100 in the ZKB Sindh Premier League. 79 or 45. Smash that one.
Easy pickings for the skipper when you're on 75 and you're seeing it like a balloon. Balls like that just sit up, don't they? You can take your pick. Even though there are 3 men out on the leg side, it's not enough for Umar Amin, who's in search of the first 100 of this tournament. He goes big. Is it going to land short? It will. They'll look to come back for 2, and no, they won't. So he gets a little bit of luck there.
Not saying that the fielder indeed would have reached underneath the ball, but he was quite late to leave his initial position to run in for that catch. Sometimes at deep, certain grounds get very deceiving in terms of judging the high catches, again down the leg side. When the air is thin, especially the grounds which are way high above sea level, the ball tends to travel more than the other regular stadiums in the world, and the fielders in the deep have to anticipate. Sometimes they overrun that. Some team owners are sitting in the VIP boxes watching their sides progress. 6 teams participating in this ZKB SPL. Again, a good shot. Again, it's all about the placement and timing. This time it's Danish Aziz. 150 up on the board. 152 for 4 for Mirpurkhaas.
Yeah, again, this beautiful bit of timing. Really is wonderful to watch. 150 up. And looking more and more ominous by the delivery and by the over. Sukkur, they need a victory. They really do need something special, and they could do with breaking this partnership. There we go, 50 or 32, 100 or 40. So very consistent in the way that they've gone about setting this total. Mazhar has got the 2 important wickets. He's done a very good job. What he would do for a 3rd or a 4th, just to pin this team back, because 150 in these daytime games we know is a very competitive total. I think he'll have to bowl that one again.
That's a 3rd down the leg side, 3rd wide. So this now is the highest individual score in the ZKB SPL. Umar Amin 80, previous was 78, and he's still out there. So we just might see the first 120 away, and you've got enough deliveries to go in the innings to do that. Quite a lengthy over, 3 wides already, 1 boundary, a nice picking, nicely picked up. That's such easy work for a man in such form. Umar Amin dispatches that down to deep square. Moves to 86 with that maximum. What a struggling over that was. 3 wides, a boundary, a 6, a couple of singles. Have a look at this.
Yep, poise and balance. Again, we've talked about it for most of the day. He's been quite impressive. High and handsome. Approaching 100. It'd be great to see him get that milestone, wouldn't it? He really deserves it. Rendawa. He's finished his second. It's 160 for 4.
Item over.
160 for 4, 3 overs to go now. Imran Randhawa will bowl from the University Road end, and this team, Mirpurkhaas Tigers, bat deep. And they've got quite a bit of experience in their lineup as well. Seems to be the most balanced side. And you feel that he's missed out on an opportunity. And where is Umar Amin going, the captain? You got to be careful when you're running with Danish Aziz. He's not a big fan of running between the wickets, and more often than not, you'll find yourself in trouble as a non-striker.
I played with many like that. Look after yourself. Yes means no, or wait. Until it is an absolute assurance of a single, only then do you run. You can understand Umar Amin wanting to get on strike. He's desperate to get back there, and he's closing overs. Oh, that's well played. He's trying to do that with a full toss, and he missed out, but he does it very well there. Threads it through backward point. Yeah, it's a good bit of batting.
Not sure about this field, because if you're planning to bowl full and wide outside off, and you've got the third in, you've got a backward point, yeah, you're playing with a bit of luck, which would not come your way, just like that occasion. Now he's contemplating the fact that he's got to move a few fielders, so he's bringing in the deep square into the circle, and he's pushing back a very wide third. He's got a short third, and you could say a deep gully or something. Still, I feel that pushing third all the way to the rope would be a better idea if you're planning to bowl that full away from the off and taking it away from that left-hander.
I like the idea of going across the left-hander, but what I'd prefer to see is him taking pace off it. It's very hard to hit through the offside when there's not much pace to work from. So take pace off, push the ball wider. It's a long boundary. You can see from the pictures there, it's a long boundary out to the square there. So to hit a slower ball over there for 6 takes a lot of doing. Much easier to hit that over the leg side.
Yeah, that's the zone. Deep point comes in. Just a single. So the score is now moving. 166 for 4. You got 6 wickets in hand. You got 2 overs to go after this. I don't see any reason why they shouldn't eye for 190. They can easily do that with 2 set batters out there. Umar Amin, 86. He's on strike now.
It's intensity in these dying overs. Yeah, you'd think 190 is definitely something they'll want to eye up. Gets across, and I think the bowler does quite well. Actually, I've got to commend him there. I think he's done everything right, and I think the umpire may have got that wrong.
Yeah, that's what Imran Randhawa is trying to ask the umpire, because he saw Umar Amin moving across that much. Shouldn't be a wide, because he's actually left the stumps exposed. That usually happens when you're trying to do a switch hit or a reverse also. The umpires give that benefit to the bowler. Look at that, how far across he is.
Touch and go. You can see what Umar Amin's trying to do. Bowler has made a concerted effort to bowl full and wide, give batsmen nothing in their arc on the leg side. There's only 2 men there. So it's a good contest, this. And now he does it. Now he does get it. But oh, that's terrible fielding. When you need something special, you need a victory. That is not what the captain needs in these dying overs. Again, it's good improvisation from Umar Amin. Notice that there was a big gap there on the leg side. He doesn't try and overhit it again.
I'm not sure, Imran Randhawa is becoming a little predictable with that line. Umar Amin anticipating he's going to bowl another way outside the off-stump delivery. Why not try a Yorker in the stumps? Once Umar Amin has moved across, it'll be really tough for him to put bat on ball. Edges and goes through. That's what I was talking about. Are you sure about that short third with that line that you're bowling to the left-hander?
Again, I don't mind that line, but it's got to be pace off, surely. Make the batsman try and hit it. Guy on 80 odd, he's not going to miss out on something like that. The ball can disappear at any part of the ground. You've got pace to work with. And a man seeing a ball like a beach ball. He's into his 90s. There's a bit of excitement around here. I'd love to see him get his 100. He's played so well in this tournament and he's led from the front. 92 or 49. Outstanding effort. 173, approaching 10 runs and over. So this has been exactly the way to build an innings. How you build an innings from overs 0 to 0. Goes across. He's got the gap. Has he got the gap? He has. Outstanding cricket. Umar Amin 96, 4 away. 1 lusty blow to go. It's 18 done. 177 for 4.
Yeah, he's just got too predictable, Imran Randhawa. When you're letting the batter know that there's nothing going to be bowled into the stumps, it just becomes easy. He moves across and places it at will on the onside. And so because you're bowling so wide outside the off stump, you got more protection on the offside. Umar Amin 96 of 50 deliveries. We are right at the verge of witnessing the first 100 of the ZKB Sindh Premier League. And also could be seeing the highest team score up till now. He's looked good, consistently performing for his side. The captain leading from front. And when you've got a captain performing that way, he's got that form on his side, then automatically that rubs off on your team, because then you're in a position to command and demand performances from players. And he just ricochets off his own bowling. Khalid Usman trying to field that, now brings Umar Amin back on strike. He's on 96.
I have a feeling he wants to go there in style. There's a stop and play. Someone's, I think the bowler's injured, Khalid. I think he's done something or hurt himself. Not quite sure what the detail is on that, but there is a break in play while the players get some water and some refreshments. And there's the man on your screen. He's been quite brilliant. Exactly how you play these daytime games. Hasn't tried to overhit the ball, has played within himself at times, and then when he's needed the boundary, he's come up with the goods. Perfect temperatures out there. Just 4 away from what will be an outstanding 100. Get him in the Pakistan team, I say. He's got a lot of experience and he's been really consistent in the last 4 years, leading run scorer in domestic cricket. Let's hope that Mohammad Hafiz is watching.
It's so, difficult at times when you play at a certain number as a batter and that position is an empty in the national side, and that your form probably takes you maximum to that reserves bench. You would go on tour, but you just can't make your way in. Has happened with the bowlers as well. Remember back in the day, Wasim Akram, Waqar Yunus, they were a sure shot 11 in the side. Any new bowler has to be really special to have one of them sitting out. Remember back in Sharjah, Pakistan had such strong bench strength that he had Waqar Yunus and Mushtaq Ahmed as number 12 and 13.
Majid.
The longest time, Inzamam al-Haq, Mohammad Yusuf were
Sida
batting their
aapne
respective
kiya hai.
numbers, and Misbah couldn't make in for the longest time into that side because those numbers were so busy. That should be it. Umar Amin gets a boundary, and that's the first 100 of the ZKB SPL. Brilliant knock from the captain. Just 51 balls for that 100. And what a moment for his side. What a moment for him, showing class, showing form, showing experience, and taking his side to the 180s.
What an innings. What a brilliant piece of batting. 100 from just 51 deliveries, 4 sixes. And a few more runs to boot now. He's going to try and get this team up to 200. It's been an outstanding knock from start to finish. And it's not finished. He's still got a few more overs to go. And this is how he got there. Much in the way that he's played his whole innings with real control. And he's found the gap. Oh, this one is hit and hit out the ground. That is a biggie.
Yeah, from that of Danish Aziz on this occasion. Just got down on one knee and got underneath it. A big six. Have a look at that. Just made room, got that right leg out of the way, and launched that into the skies. 189 now for Mirpurkhaas Tigers. Such a good batting track. I wouldn't mind winning the toss and batting first. Post a big total. There you go again. Just over that fielder at backward point. You just can't seem to stop that run flow.
Yeah, this is when you just pin your ears back and you say, right, whatever the ball is, I'm going. There's nothing to lose. You've got wickets in the tank. 193 now, the highest score in this year's ZKB SPL. It's heating up in this tournament. Things are going from strength to strength. And this is another biggie. This is even bigger. The noise off that bat.
Yeah, big over that. 22 of it from Khalid Usman, and Danish Aziz enjoyed it. 101 Umar Amin, Danish Aziz 31, and now we have a 199 on the board. Mirpurkhaas Tigers still have one more over to go. Well, as the tournament is progressing, we are watching sides understanding the conditions well. Bigger scores, closer fought games like last night. The first 100 of the tournament, everything is coming about. 199, Mirpurkhaas Tigers, 6 balls to go. 101 Umar Amin. And he's on strike, Imran Randhawa. Now, is he going to have the same ploy? Full and wide outside the off stump? I don't think so, because he's got short third and he's got a short gully. So there's nobody in the deep to protect. There's a short fine leg as well. Full toss. Everyone in front of the square are in the deep. He'll come back 4-2. 200 up. First 200 score. First 200 team score in the tournament. Mirpurkhaas Tigers 201 now.
Good luck to the Sukkur Patriots trying to chase this. This has been absolutely brilliant from Umar Amin and his team. Exactly what he would have asked for. They would have had lots of chats about how to go about setting a total during the day, because no one's really mastered that. And this is thrashed out to the leg side for another boundary. Runs just flowing. Raining runs at the moment, and poor Sukkur Patriots, they've got no answer to this onslaught.
It's some really ordinary bowling, Nick. I mean, that pace, that length, to a batter who's batting at 107, really not going to help you. He's trying to bowl into the pitch, but it's just not working. And I'm also thinking, why wouldn't you want to bat on a surface like this when you win the toss? It's just going with the flow of what the captains have been doing in this tournament. Win the toss and let's go out and chase. It's not even a night game. I mean, you'll come out there under the sun to chase.
Yeah, sometimes when you're out of form, you want to put yourself under less pressure, not put your batters under pressure. Oh, this one's hit out. Will it be caught this time? It is. It is. And it ends what is quite a magnificent 100 from the skipper. I mean, what a knock he's played. What a contribution. The first 100 of this KPL. Of course, there's congratulations. Everyone around the ground appreciating the type of innings we've seen.
Yeah, he wouldn't mind it. He's going to go after every single ball now from here on. Loses his wicket, but he's done the damage. The captain, after losing toss, was asked to bat first, and look at those numbers. 107 of just 55. 12 boundaries, 4 sixes. And he's been dismissed by Imran Randhawa, but he's taken his side to 205 for 5.
ball.
205 for 5. 3 balls to go, Nick. Quite a few left-handers in this side. 2 at the crease, 1 dismissed.
Nice time to come in, isn't it? Just have that freedom to express yourself, open the shoulders. What an innings it was from the captain. Shahab Khan not getting much of a chance this evening, but it doesn't matter. His team have got the desired result of getting that landmark total, 206 with 2 to go. Imran has got an unenviable job of bowling these last 2 deliveries, and he gets one. Well, he gets one. That'll be his 2nd wicket, and it's the wicket of Danish.
Yeah, that's the right ball to bowl. Fall into the block hole, aiming at the stumps, and it's more like you miss, I hit. Knew it that he's going to go after it. I think Danish wasn't in any position to play that to deep mid-wicket where he was intending. The ball was good. If you bowl good deliveries, good areas, you will be rewarded just like that. 31, good knock of just 16. 206 for 6. So, the last ball of the innings, 206 for 6. Another left-hander comes out, Fahamullah Haq. And the ball just goes in and in the deep for a single, coming back for the 2nd and completes it. So 208 for 6 in the 20 overs, the highest total in the ZKB SPL. And this is how it is. Lost the toss and decided that, okay, if we have to bat first, why not enjoy that outing on such a good batting track and the kind of form Umar Amin is in, who got the first 100 of the tournament. And then a quick fire 30-odd of just 16 from Danish Aziz, and up front Mohammad Sohail giving them a good start. This is a side which looks in good form, looks balanced, and got a lot of firepower, and which is why you see 208 for 6 at 10.4 runs and over. Amazing. Time for us to watch the innings highlights brought to you by Al Hayat Group. Let's see how the 208 came about.
Yeah, complete performance, really led by the captain. Just outstanding batting control. Never tried to overhit the ball, and you just see here, he really felt a sharp chance there. It was difficult. But Umar Amin played so well, as did Sohail. Yeah, there were shots all around the ground. Bowling was a mixed bag. Short and wide, and too many balls just sat up to be hit. That was the wicket. But the captain just continued on his merry way. He hit some beautiful strikes. His timing was impeccable. And he picked the gap with aplomb. That was the best for me. Didn't try and overhit it. Just really great timing. Umar Akmal came in and went out. He tried to hit one too many. But it was Umar Amin's show. There's no doubt about that. Another wicket falling, but all in vain, really. They had a little opportunity there where they thought maybe they could make some inroads, but it wasn't to be. That was a 1-over square leg, which I particularly enjoyed. And there was no stopping him on his way to the first 100. A couple of wickets at the end, but 200 the score. Nisha's down there. Who have you got?
Thank you so much. The game is very much on at the ZKB Sindh Premier League 2024. The match is being played between Mirpurkhaas Tigers and Sukkur Patriots, where Mirpurkhaas Tigers have posted the highest total on the board of 209 runs. And somebody who played an integral role in that, Mohammad Sohail Khan, I have him with me right here. He played a spectacular knock of 35 of just 23. Sohail Khan, बहुत ही शानदार इनिंग्स आपने आज खेली है. पिछले मैच में भी आपने 46 किए थे, उससे पहले भी आप 40 बनाए थे. कैसा महसूस करें नेशनल बैंक स्टेडियम में पहली दफ़ा खेल के?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. सबसे पहले मैं अल्लाह ताला का शुक्र अदा करता हूँ. उसके बाद अपने वालिदैन का जिन्होंने दुआएं की और अल्लाह ने मुझे मौका दिया और मैं इस प्लेटफॉर्म में आया. माशाल्लाह मेरा पहला प्लेटफॉर्म है सिंध प्रीमियर लीग, और इस पर अल्लाह ने मुझे ऐसी इज़्ज़त दी कि मेरा कॉन्फिडेंस माशाल्लाह अल्लाह की तरफ से और तगड़ा खेल रहा हूँ. बस जितना मेरे से बेहतर हो सक रहा है मैं अपनी टीम के लिए कर रहा हूँ.
ये टूर्नामेंट है ही सिंधी इमर्जिंग प्लेयर्स के लिए. हम देखने को हम इंतज़ार करें कि हमें कब ऐसे प्लेयर्स देखेंगे जो सिंधी इमर्जिंग कैटेगरी से निकलेंगे. आज आप सामने आए. ड्रेसिंग रूम के बारे में मुझे थोड़ा सा बताएंगे, क्योंकि आप इतने यंग प्लेयर, जस्ट 22 ईयर्स ऑफ एज, तो कैसे सीनियर्स के साथ कैसे झेलन कर रहे हैं?
माशाल्लाह हमारे सब मैनेजमेंट, मोइन भाई, सारे जो हमारी टीम ओनर है, इरफान गंची, जानशेर भाई, जुएब भाई, माशाल्लाह सब ऐसे चिल होकर रखा हुआ है कि हमें लग नहीं रहा कि हम पहली बार मिल रहे हैं, और ऐसा चिल करके रखा हुआ है कि सब एक ही होकर खेल रहे हैं. सारे मोइन भाई ने सबको ऐसा बना के रखा हुआ है कि सबको एक ही होकर चल रहे हैं, कोई मसला हमें नहीं हो रहा, और सब हंसी मजाक सब चल रहा है, और माशाल्लाह टीम एक होकर खेल रही है.
चले, बहुत ही शानदार इनिंग्स थी आज की, और मैं इसी तरह उम्मीद करती हूँ आप आगे भी ऐसे ही हम लोग को देखेंगे
इंशाल्लाह.
एंड विद दैट बैक टू यू कॉम्स.
Yeah, I like that. These kind of stories, 22 years of age, getting this opportunity is just amazing. And look at that, he scored a 35 of 23 along with his captain. Umar Amin, first 100 of the tournament, 107 of 55, and first 200 as a team in the tournament as well. Down the order, Danish Aziz, quickfire 31 of 16, has helped the side to get to 208 for 6 in their 20 overs. The bowling was under the pump for Simran Randhawa, 2 for 36, 2 for 26 for Mazhar, a wicket each for Majid and Khalid Usman. Have a look at the target. It's 209 to win in the 20 overs for Sukkur Patriots. Can they do that? To find out, join us in a bit after the break.
What a shot!
This one has been pulled in the gap, and as I said, he'll be looking for the boundary, and he got the opportunity.
Oh, ball aim. Khalid Usman bowled it slow, kept low, wanted to go big towards onside.
Lovely shot again. It's pure timing.
Oh, Asif Ali is taken. What a catch! That is a brilliant catch.
He's connected that well. And played it all the way.
Umar Amin gets a boundary, and that's the first 100 of the ZKB.
यार बहुत एक्साइटेड हूँ बिकॉज क्रिकेट आपको पता है एक ऐसी चीज़ है जो कि हमारी पूरी नेशन को जोड़ लेती है. सो आई एम वेरी हैप्पी कि SPL का इनिशिएटिव लिया गया है और डेफिनेटली
हमारे शहर के अंदर जब ये एंटरटेनमेंट आई है तो